So, well, more people. There is no one, and there is no one means that there is no self, no I, no self-awareness, self-consciousness, presence, soul, beingness, amness. All those are experienced states, so to speak, and that's what the whole personal world is based on, experiencing the assumption, the energetic assumption of presence. I am, I exist, there is something which I am, I have an own identity, reality, I'm an entity, I'm something that is. And the whole proof for that is that I'm experiencing myself. That's basically the personal world. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, the whole seeking dynamic is part of that impression only. So me and seeking go together. They are the same, basically. The impression to be existent goes together with the sense of seeking for more, seeking for something that feels more real. Because it somehow, within that setup, it seems not to be total. The experience seems to be unfulfilling, let's call it like that. There seems to be an unfulfillment within this sense of I am, as if it's not everything, as if it's not total. Yeah, and the impression is that there is more, there must be more. Of whatever, in the end, more fulfillment. I have to be fulfilled, but in the personal story, it can be a lot of things that are supposed to be more money, more peace, more healing, more freedom, less suffering, which is in the end more well-being. So it always has to be more, and the answer to seeking, the person's answer to seeking is always itself. I have to be more aware. I have to be more present in the end, wherever this presence is supposed to take place, in the office, in the relationship, or just spiritually. I'm supposed to be present in the moment. It's always the answer. I have to do or to be in a certain way. So what we talk about here is this whole setup doesn't have any reality. I have absolutely no idea on how anyone should be or what anyone should think or feel or do or not do in order to become fulfilled, so to speak, because this whole world is illusory. And of course, for the person, it seems to be a huge world because all the person knows is itself and the experience of a world. However, it's nothing. That's the surprise, actually. This whole personal world is just nothing. It doesn't exist. It doesn't have any substance. And of course, this includes this whole illusion of suffering that comes from this illusion of being someone. It's nothing. It's nothing. That's not an attempt to talk it away or something. I know when there is the personal experience, it seemingly feels real. I get that, apparently. However, it's nothing. It's without substance. It's not real. Suffering from, I'm not enlightened yet, is illusory. No one's suffering from that. So that's it, basically. There is no teaching. There is no help for an illusion, and there isn't anyone. So that's it. This is wholeness. This is the natural reality. You'll never become more as an experienced reality. That's what I refer to when I say it won't become more, because that's the person's hope, that somehow I'm gaining fulfillment, as if it's sensible, but it's not happening. It won't be more. It doesn't need to be more than this. Okay, question in the chat. When you say there is no I, do you mean I or me is totally unreal? But another statement is that everything is both real and unreal. I know contradiction is totally acceptable, but could there be more explanation about this? Yes, so the me or the I is completely unreal, while everything else is real and unreal. So there's just no me and no illusion of any kind. That's the thing. But what seems to be happening and what's real and unreal is people claiming to be someone. That's where we can somehow fizzle in this word illusion. But I know it's easy to misunderstand that, because I also don't say that there is an illusion that's real and unreal, but just people saying, I'm a me and my life is so hard because I have to do it. That's what seems to be happening, and that's wholeness. However, there is never a me inside these bodies, nor an illusion of me that's real and unreal, like a table or a thought or something like that. You'll never find anything at all within our bodies. No personal energy, no sense of presence, no soul. It's not there. It does not exist at all, not even as an appearance, so to speak, like everything else is appearing, or apparently appearing. So yeah, there is no one. It doesn't make sense, really, but
Andreas,
yes.
is the contraction associated with the illusion of me an appearance? Is that real or unreal, or is that completely unreal as well?
Well,
The
that's completely unreal. Well, let's put it like this. One could say there may be a contracted energy, but that's already a symptom of the illusion of being someone. You know, the whole body feels a bit more like what's. Well, it's another thing that doesn't make sense. That there can be symptoms of separation without there being something separate. I can't explain that. It's not logical, but.
It's interesting you say that, because I think I've heard Jim Newman say that the sense of me arises out of a contraction, and you say the contraction is an emergent property of the
Well, it
illusion.
depends. I just meant the contraction, the body that feels kind of restricted. Otherwise, I would say the sense of presence is a contracted energy. That's how it feels. I'm me. There is something that's somehow something. There is something that's a kind of energetic. I mean, it's funny because the sense of contraction is as impersonal as everything else. Maybe that's what Jim means when he's saying that. To me, it's just the same, a sense of presence, which seems to be very impersonal because there's no personal story and stuff necessarily. But when you ask everyone, where is this sense of presence? It's always, yeah, well, here, now, here. So that's me. But in the end, that's exactly the dream, that this is a me, that that's who you are, or that is who we are, and that it's real, and that it's personal. It isn't. In the end, it's just an impersonal energy like everything else. It's not me, and it's not a me. But I think some people seem to feel very restricted in their bodies. But this would already, in my how I would see it, already a symptom of, have to be careful about the world and that nothing, and have to be separate and So this energy can be here till it's not here anymore. Or is this also an illusion? Yes, both. That's the funny thing. The illusion of that is here until it's not here anymore. But this is the illusion. It's without any substance, this energy. That's, as I said, the me. There isn't anything. And there is no answer to this. How can it feel as if it's there without being existing at all? There's this constant claim of, but I am, but there is something, I can feel it. And it's nothing. Sorry.
Hi, Andreas.
Hello.
What would you say about the natural reality, the complete whole natural reality? Is that any kind of awareness there?
No.
Oh. So it's just nothing.
Yes.
But
yes, everything is just nothing.
that can't be visualized, correct?
Yeah, it can be visualized, imagined. Yeah.
No.
Felt.
Okay. When you say, I don't even know if you say it, but somebody says, when you say nothing being everything, what do you say that? What do you mean there?
Well, what seems to be happening, us sitting in front of the screen, is nothing and everything. It's nothing in the sense that it's nothing specific. You can't point to it. You can't say what it is. You can't experience it. You can't even know if it's existing. So in that sense, this is nothing. At the same time, there isn't everything else either. So in that sense, it's everything. There is no deeper reality. There is no, this doesn't happen in time, and there's, which means there is no future to it. It's just this. It's not that there is a mysterious absolute reality, which is nothing and everything. No, there's just what seems to be happening, and that's nothing and everything.
How can it be everything? I missed that point when you just spoke.
Well, it can be everything because it's nothing. You know, if it's more than everything or less than everything, you need two.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay.
When there is more, you always have something and another thing.
Right. So that's nothing being everything. Okay, it's whole. See, visions I had were like some spiritual teachers would talk like there's really nothing, because if you go to quantum physics, there's nothing. There's, when they break it down, they can't find anything but a bunch of quarks. But it manifests as a chair, a table, a person.
But that's all logic, see?
Yeah.
So they try to teach you what reality is, and they have arguments and try to use knowledge. But what's left is just someone knowing something.
Yeah. And it gets misconstrued with this message, kind of, for me anyway, for this person here.
Well, all personal teachings do that.
Yeah.
And of course, you have this whole Advaita stuff, and now there's quantum physics, and of course, they are very interested in the nature of reality. So of course, they dance around all kinds of ideas, but it's always colored by the personal experience, and it will always present personalized concepts that are based on knowledge, separation, experiencing. And they will always teach you to come to conclusions. Also in this whole Advaita circus, they invented a lot of methods where you can see for a split second that you didn't make choices, you can look inside and not find anyone. And this seems
Yes.
so close because for a moment it seems as if you can even experience it. And the same with science, you know, they make some maths, or you look into whatever their tools are, and for a split second they can see that there's actually nothing. And for a split second they can with mathematics write it out that there is no reality. But it doesn't affect the personal experience at all.
No, the experience is still as strong as ever. Yeah.
It's still me living in a real world, seeking for fulfillment and believing that my results are real from what I'm doing, either the mathematics or asking myself if there's a me or not. It's all the same.
Yeah.
It's me inquiring into a separate reality.
Yes.
And both don't exist.
Thank you so much. That was very clear.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I mean, the funny thing is, it's the person itself that creates this this wall, so to speak, and this wall is awareness or experiencing. That's the wall the person is constantly knocking its head against. That's where its possibilities stop to go beyond that. It's not that there is an actual wall. It's not that there is a separate reality that can't be understood or where the me can't go to. Itself is drawing the borders, and the border is awareness and experiencing. Okay, so last comment. I made pumpkin soup today without any motivation. Yeah, that's how I usually. No, so everything functions without a personal motivation. Oh yeah, of course, that's the thing, that life happening, and even if it's cooking happily a pumpkin soup, that life needs a personal motivation to happen, that it needs this need. That's what the person thinks. Life happens because of a need. I get up in the morning because I need to get up. I need to earn money. I need to. Everything needs to happen. But no, nothing needs to happen. Life is just apparently happening for no deeper reason. And this might include all those things that the person thinks it's doing, or that the things that won't happen without itself. Oh no, it might just go on rather ordinary, normal, with all that seems to belong to a life. Happy moments, sad moments, whatever, moments which aren't special, seemingly special moments which are as unspecial as everything else. It's just this. That's just what seems to be happening. And it's very natural on the one hand, but it's unknown on the other hand. It's this. It'll never be more. It'll never really change. In terms of there'll be a new reality which is mystical and fulfilled, and no, this is the natural reality. Thank you very much for joining. I wish you a lovely day. Nice to see you, and I appreciate very much donations today. No, always I appreciate them. Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Andreas.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a nice
Thank
time.
you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.